talk about comparison, contrast, organization, and how that will work. I've said before that the organization for this essay is going to be more complicated, but essentially what it is you just need to make sure that you're being consistent in your writing. So we're going to talk about how you do that in this video. So let's start off with the introduction. Okay, the introduction is very much like the conclusion in the sense that you should include, similarities about your two topics, right? What makes those similar? Now, some other things that your introduction should include is something that is interesting about your topics, right? As a hook, that first sentence that you kind of put out there for the reader. You want to make sure that it's something that's engaging, something that the reader won't read and just be like, do I want to continue reading? Something interested you about these topics, so use that to show your reader that they should be interested too. Okay, once you do that, then you move into a bridge that provides any necessary context, gives any sort of descriptions that you need to provide, right? Definitions, and that again focuses on those similarities. And then that develops into the thesis statement. Now, just to remind you briefly the different parts that go into the thesis statement, because we'll be talking about them throughout. So we've got the thesis statement needing to have topic 1, topic 2. Those come from your topic selection. That's those topics that are listed on the assignment requirements. Okay. As far as point A and point B go, you identify point A and B as things that are different between your topics 1 and topic 2. Okay, so make sure that you identify those things in your thesis statement, and then you follow them consistently all the way through. Just as a reminder, the first topic that you identify in your thesis statement is going to be topic 1. The second topic you identify in your thesis statement will be topic 2. The first point you identify will be point A, and the second point will be point B. Okay, so however you want to order them in your thesis, you are essentially, you're not only showing the reader what your different topics and points are, but you're telling them that 1 is topic 1, 1 is 2, 1 is point A, 1 is B, right? And then that indication of comparison contrast, because that's what we're doing in this essay. So now let's move on to the body paragraphs. Okay, before I say anything about body paragraphs, I want to remind you that if you're feeling any confusion about the thesis statement, go back and take a look at the video posted about thesis statements for the comparison contrast essay. Okay, but now as far as body paragraphs go, okay, or each body paragraph is going to contain one topic and one point, right? You will be talking about your topic through the lens of that point. Okay, and I have examples, so if this is too abstract, just hang tight. Okay, there are 2 organizational styles that we can choose from here. One is the block method and one is the point-by-point method. The only difference between these 2 organizational styles is the order of your paragraphs. Okay, nothing else changes. Your introduction and your conclusion can be exactly the same whether you decide to organize using the block method or the point-by-point method. Okay, so what is it? The block method? Okay, well, the block method, body paragraph 1 is going to be topic 1 and point A. Body paragraph 2 is going to be topic 1 and point B. If you notice, these first 2 paragraphs are about topic 1, talking about it from the perspective of these 2 points. Okay, then body paragraph 3 is going to move to topic 2 and discuss topic 2 in terms of point A. Body paragraph 4 is going to discuss topic 2 in terms of point B, right? So this is what I meant earlier when I said each of the paragraphs are going to be discussing the topic through the lens of one point. You don't want any mixing and matching here, okay? Each body paragraph should only discuss your topic and the point that you identify in the topic sentence as the one that this paragraph will discuss. Okay, that's this. Now the point-by-point method groups by points. So body paragraph 1 would be topic 1, point A, right? That combination. Body paragraph 2 would be topic 2, point A. Body paragraph 3 would be topic 1, point B. And then body paragraph 4 is going to be topic 2, point B. Right? Still only discussing one topic and one point per paragraph. So what does this mean for your essay? Like I said before, it's all about the grouping of information, right? It's just identifying these different parts and ordering them in the way that you need them to be, right? The way that works best for your mind. So essentially, each paragraph is going to identify the topic and point discussed in that topic sentence, right? In the topic sentence, you're going to identify this body paragraph is talking about topic 1, point A, and just identify what topic 1 is, right? Don't call them topic 1 and point A in your topic sentences. Identify them by what they are, and let the reader know that that's what this paragraph will discuss. Because remember, your topic sentences are like little gatekeepers. Whatever you identify in the topic sentence as the purpose of this body paragraph, you shouldn't deviate from that. So then, within your body paragraph, you want to choose two specific pieces of evidence to develop how this topic references this point. What does this look like? The best way for me to show you is in a little bit of an outline format, okay? This is one particular body paragraph. It's the body paragraph that deals with topic 1, point A, okay? And topic 1, point A is going to be discussed in terms of two specific points, right? Or specific instances, as this slide says, in capital A and capital B, right? This little A here is one particular instance. This B is another particular instance. And then in between the two, you just give more information about this particular instance. Okay? And then after B, you give more information about this particular instance. Okay? Now, depending on your topic, it'll either be from your own knowledge and personal experience, right? If you're working with something like, say, comparing two gaming consoles, right? Depending on what you're trying to say. If you're talking about specs, not everybody knows specs. That stuff's not common knowledge. So you'll want to have sources to back that up. But if you're talking about something that's, maybe about the controller, or, something that it's most likely that someone has seen, or most people have seen, an Xbox One controller and a PlayStation 4 controller, right? So it really depends. And if you're unsure whether you need to actually cite information or not, definitely check out the next video that'll be posted within the next couple of days about MLA formatting and citing things. Or you can always just email me. All right? So that's what this looks like in a very abstract kind of way. Let's kind of take a look at this particular outline, right? Same thing, just sort of limited in terms of the language, and put it in terms of two paragraphs. All right, so this one is assuming we were just sort of using this sort of point by point method for right this moment, just for the fact that we can then kind of see how the organization should be. Because if you remember from previous videos, I've indicated that you should mirror your ideas that are in paragraphs with the same points, right? So topic 1, point A, right, is talking about some specific information that develops point A in terms of topic 1, right? So you're saying, okay, so this is the thing that I want to talk about in topic 1. How does topic 1 show this? Okay, and then you use evidence and specifics, and then another piece of evidence that does the same thing, right? How does point A look in topic 1? Well, then for your paragraph with topic 2, point A, whether you're using the point by point or the block method, right? This might be separated by a few paragraphs, and that's okay if it is. Either way, what you want to do is develop that same point from 1A. And what do I mean by 1A? I mean this guy here, right? Because we've got our, Roman numeral 1, and then we've got our A. So that's what I'm referring to. I'm referring to this guy, right? This specific piece of information. So we want to develop that same piece of specific information, just talking about it in terms of topic 2, and then develop with evidence and specifics. Same thing for this one. This should be Roman numeral 1B. It should be referencing the same piece of specific information, just talking about topic 2 instead of topic 1. And then again, developing with evidence and specifics. So if you want to make sure that you are organizing your paragraphs in that way, you may want to set yourself up in a little bit of a table, okay? So each of these, right, we've got this little guy here in the top left, we've got the top right, bottom left, and then we've got the bottom right over here. So I've organized them so that the topic ones are on this side, topic twos are on this side, and it doesn't matter if you're using the block method or the point by point method if you want to section it out like this to make sure that your ideas are referencing each other, okay? Because all you need to do is reorder your paragraphs, kind of move them around, and then you're good to go. So we basically just reformatted what was on the last slide to put them in a way that you can easily see that this specific instance should be the same as this specific instance, okay? Just regarding topic 1 on the left, topic 2 on the right. Same thing down here. This specific instance is the second one for topic 1. It should also be the second one for topic 2. Okay, same thing for point B for topic 1. You've got your first specific instance, which should match up to the specific instance for topic 2. And then the second specific instance in that topic 1 point B paragraph should line up and be the same as point B2 over here. Okay, so that's how you want to think about your organization. I've given you a few different ways that you can kind of put this down on paper to make sure everything matches up properly. So you can either use a grid like this, or you can use an outline, whatever works best for you. But I do recommend that you write it down in some way, shape, or form so that you don't have any issues as you're developing your organization. So here's an example. I only wanted to put half a paragraph on here because I didn't want to completely fill the entire slide with text. So this is one body paragraph, but it's only one specific instance. Remember, yours will need 2 specific instances. Okay, so our body paragraph, this is referencing the Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, the novel, as compared to Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, the film. Right? So we've got our topic sentence. In J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, boom, we know that this one is about the novel because the author's name is there. Dumbledore waits until he has all the facts to make choices. Perhaps judgments would have been a better word there, but either way, right? So we see topic 1 is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, the book. Point A is Dumbledore waiting until he has all the facts, right? So then we kind of develop that more, giving a specific example. This can be seen when Harry is chosen to be Hogwarts champion for the Triwizard Tournament. Cool, we just got a little bit more specific, but we need to be even more specific than that. So then we go, okay, in the novel, Dumbledore enters the room after the sorting and does not say a word while others exhibit frustration about Harry's inclusion. And then we have our in-text citation, because guess what? That's a paraphrase, okay? He then speaks. Did you put your name into the Goblet of Fire, Harry? Dumbledore asked calmly. Another in-text citation, this time because of a quotation. And then we see the explanation. So it is this calm demeanor that characterizes Dumbledore in the novel. Cool, right? So we see that, he's kind of chill, he's relaxed, he waits, and he observes before he makes a judgment. Let's look at the next slide here, which is discussing the film, right? So if you notice, I have a little recap from the novel on the left here. So we see Goblet of Fire, novel, it's talking about Dumbledore, Dumbledore's demeanor, and then his reaction to Harry being drawn the Triwizard champion for Hogwarts, okay? So we've got this over here just to reference back. Okay, so our topic sentence. In the film version of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, okay, now we know we're talking about the film because it says it right there. Dumbledore is depicted as a highly emotional character, okay? So this kind of, calmness that's exhibited in the novel, the film doesn't really show that. And that's what this essay is trying to say, right? So when Harry is drawn as a champion in the Triwizard Tournament, Dumbledore reacts violently. Okay, so this A lines up with this A, which is exactly what you want to do, okay? And then we see specific information down here. We see Dumbledore runs down the stairs yelling wildly, Harry, where is he, Harry? And then we have our timestamp, okay? Once he gets to Harry, He puts one hand on each of Harry's shoulders and shakes him while asking loudly, "Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Did you ask one of the older students to do it for you?" And in the film, Dumbledore is shown to be an emotional character who does not maintain that air of outward calm, right? So we're just sort of reaffirming what we've said earlier in that last sentence, just like we did in this previous slide, right? Using the evidence that we see, okay? So, and then of course, in each of these paragraphs, we would have another example that shows Dumbledore being, he's calculating, I guess is a good word too, or waiting to, make judgment, however you want to phrase it for the previous topic. And then for this topic, we would provide another example about how Dumbledore is a highly emotional character. Okay? So we want to make sure that things mirror, and that's what I mean when I say they mirror, right? Because our topic sentences mirror, right? Because we're both talking about Dumbledore being depicted as something, right? Same thing over here. And then when we get a little more specific, in this instance of the Triwizard Tournament, it mirrors the Triwizard Tournament in the previous, topic, and then specific information shows where it gets different. Okay, so just sort of keep that in mind. Now, some other reminders I wanted to leave you with. Make sure that you're focusing on what makes each topic different in the body paragraphs. Okay, just like I did in the example, Dumbledore being super chill and calm and understanding in the novel, but then kind of off the wall and emotional in the film, right? So even though Dumbledore is the constant here, right, he's in both of these, the novel and the film, the way he behaves is different, okay? And you want to focus on what that difference is. Don't forget to mirror the structure of the body paragraphs using the same points, right? So if you're talking about point A, regardless of whether it's topic 1 and topic 2, you're ultimately using the same supporting details for each of those 2 paragraphs. Same thing for point B, okay? To determine which organizational method to use, honestly, just go with your gut. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter which you choose, as long as you use the one that you've chosen well, okay? So please just, as you're planning for this essay, this is an essay that you can't really just wing it, right? You need to kind of set aside time to make sure things mirror, make sure things are working together. Otherwise, your reader is going to be kind of flipping back and forth. They're going to feel like they're watching a tennis match, right? If you're, talking about topic 1, then topic 2, and then topic 1, and then topic 2, we're just going to be like, oh my goodness, brain overload, right? So don't do that to your reader. And as you're doing this, what you want to do is just transition between paragraphs by using words or phrases like similarly or in addition to, right? Now, these will be in the topic sentences when the previous paragraphs discuss the same topic. When you're using something like in contrast or unlike, those are going to be topic sentences when the last paragraph is talking about a different topic, right? It's just some sort of quick heads up, right? It's a signal phrase. So this is a heads up to the reader. We are either sticking with this same concept or we're moving on to something different. All right. So those are going to be the big things you want to keep in mind in terms of organization. So if you have questions, please let me know. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.